100 years ago today, on this hallowed ground of Smith & Rowland Shipyard, Bluenose was launched. From William Ruey's plans sprung a legend that was to carry the hopes and dreams of all of Nova Scotia.
Hello everyone, bonjour à toutes et à tous. I'm so pleased to take part in this celebration of a true Canadian icon. Il y a 100 ans, le Bluenose amorçait un voyage au long cours dans le cœur des gens de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Il figure au tableau d'honneur dans l'histoire de notre pays. The Bluenose was a legend in its own time and a symbol of Nova Scotia's reputation for excellence in fishing and shipbuilding. Under Captain Angus Walters, this great ship was unbeatable. She won 17 straight trophies in the International Fisherman's Race and came to be known as the Queen of the North Atlantic. By now, every Canadian knows the Bluenose on sight. We all see this magnificent ship almost every day on the back of Canada's 10-cent piece. And of course, Nova Scotians take the Bluenose with them almost everywhere, pictured proudly on their provincial license plates. Le legs du Bluenose est encore florissant aujourd'hui grâce au Bluenose 2, l'ambassadeur de la Nouvelle-Écosse auprès des amateurs de voile au pays et dans le monde entier. The Government of Canada is proud to support the Lunenburg Marine Museum Society in commemorating the 100th anniversary of the launch of the Bluenose with a grant through the Building Communities through Arts and Heritage program. Today is an exciting day in Lunenburg, and I know that many terrific activities have been planned to showcase your town's rich maritime heritage as well as the talents of hundreds of local artists. Although the pandemic has changed the way some of these celebrations look and feel, this virtual event means that even more of us, right across the country, can join you in toasting the greatest of the tall ships. Happy 100th anniversary to the Bluenose.
I long to hear the ocean waves that greet the shore, where seabirds soar. I can hear that roar. The cool Atlantic breeze is knocking at my door. Out in Canada's ocean playground, to know the passing season isn't here to stay. Feel the breeze each day in the smallest of ways. There's a piece of heaven on some sheltered bay, out in Canada's ocean playground. From Lansing down in yonder to the valleys for a fair, to the highlands of Cape Breton and the fauna roam there, to the southern, eastern, northern shores that high our rugged coast, there's a place to love the most. Old times in Acadie and Cayley's in the glen, you may roam, but then you'll be back again. Our compass pointing eastward where the journey ends, out in Canada's ocean playground. From Lansing down yonder to the valleys for a fair, to the highlands of Cape Breton and the far road there, to the southern eastern north shore and on our right coast. There's a place you love the most. I long to hear the ocean waves that meet the shore, where seabirds soar. I can hear that roar, the cool Atlantic breeze is knocking at my door. Out in Canada's ocean playground, the cool Atlantic breeze is knocking at my door. Out in Canada's ocean playground, here in Canada's ocean playground, out in Canada's ocean playground.
The Royal Canadian Mint is delighted to join the province of Nova Scotia and all Canadians in celebrating the 100th anniversary of Bluenose. Au nom de tous les employés de la monnaie royale canadienne, je suis ravie de me joindre à vous, la province de la Nouvelle-Écosse et tout le reste du Canada pour célébrer le 100e anniversaire de Bluenose. Bluenose is one of our most beloved national symbols. What started as the pride of Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, rapidly sailed into the hearts and minds of Canadians as the fastest and most graceful fishing schooner the world has ever seen. It has also been a special source of pride for the Royal Canadian Mint ever since it found a home on our dime in 1937. Le Bluenose est également une source de fierté pour la monnaie royale canadienne, puisqu'il figure au revers de nos pièces de 10 cents depuis 1937. It endures as an emblem of imagination, innovation, and know-how that built our country.
She was shaped by the genius of Will Rui's mind. She was built for a future on the sea. And the fastest of schooners with the low-lying lines would earn her a place in history. For the shipwrights of Lunenburg knew what to do when they carved out her body from the trees. And with Angus as captain and a caddy-wide cruise, our Bluenose would sail to victory. Catch the wind, till the journey is over and the catch comes trim, till she takes the men safely to her home port again. Drive them home, catch the wind.
Off of Haiti we lost her on a dangerous reef, and we mourn as she lay on ocean floor. But the crew and the master, consumed by their grief, sang with joy when her namesake sailed once more.
Catch the wind, with the sound of the pistol as the racing begins, as she's rounding the buoy with her sails fully trimmed. Cross that line, catch the wind.
Now Bluenose II been hauled up the slip. She's been scuttled, she's been gutted, she's been maimed. And the woods that sustained her have been battered or chipped, or been carried off to a fiery grave.
Now this long restoration has seen her rebuilt. Once again she's whole and she's sound. She will take to the water with her promise fulfilled.
For the Bluenose will never let us down.
Catch the wind, till the journey is over and the catch coming trim, till she takes the men safely to their home port again. Guide them home, catch the wind, with the sound of the pistol as the racing begins, as she's rounding the buoy with her sails fully trimmed. Cross that line, catch the wind, sail again, catch the wind.
Hello, I'm Doug Ettinger, President and CEO of Canada Post. I'm proud that I was born and raised in Nova Scotia. This legendary schooner captured the world's imagination a century ago, and indeed my own as a young boy learning about it in school. I'm also proud of the long relationship Canada Post has had with the Bluenose. On January 8th, 1929, we released our first Bluenose stamp. Generations of collectors continue to call it one of the most beautiful stamps ever produced in this country. In fact, the stamp was so beloved and it represented the Canadian spirit so nicely that we featured it again on a commemorative stamp in 1982. We've also celebrated the stories of those whose lives were forever tied to the Bluenose, like Captain Angus Walters in 1988, whose grandson I went to school with in Nova Scotia. And the ship's designer, William James Ruey. We also honored him with a special stamp in 1998. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the launch of the Bluenose in Lunenburg. Once again, Canada Post will celebrate her and will mark this milestone with a new special stamp issue on June 29th. A very happy 100th anniversary to the Bluenose and those connected to her wonderful story. We can't wait to share our new stamps with you and Canadians all across this country. Thank you and stay safe.
The design for the original Bluenose was the work of William J. Ruey of Halifax, a well-known naval architect who was responsible for the ship's model, and Captain Angus Walters of Lunenburg, who would become captain of the sleek new fishing and racing vessel. Captain Walters had been a captain since the age of 23. He was extremely competitive, an astute businessman, and a successful fishing captain. History would prove him equal to the task of creating a legend. Now, let's listen in on William Ruey, Captain Walters, and their wives as they sing about their journey to bring the Bluenose from an idea to a legend.
I watched you grow, witnessed your craft, shaping the wood from fore to aft, built from the soul of one man's dream. When you take the path and you dare to dream, steady she goes, captain your craft, you at the helm, her master at last, reaching your goal, making the scene. When you take the path and you dare to dream.
But where can I go, my love, that I've never been before? My skills and my soul are stretched. How can I see that I have more?
You take the wood, fashion it fast. You take command, knowing your task. You'll be the heart, she'll be the queen. When you take the path and you dare to dream.
We'll be the heart, she'll be the queen. When we take the path and we dare to dream. When we take the path and we dare to dream.
Welcome, one and all, to the 100th birthday celebration of the Bluenose. And they've put together quite an interesting little program here for you tonight. Sort of a song circle, and sort of a not a song circle. What we'd call, when I was a kid, a guitar pulling. It'd usually be one guitar with 5 guys, and they just go through every song they knew around the table all night long. And how much more maritime can you get than that, right? So I got stuck with the hosting duties, so I don't mind because I know all these guys really well. Well, I'm just, I know him, but this is the first time I'm ever playing with him. I'm a little nervous, but. So I'm going to just introduce everybody first and throw to the first performer. Over here to my left, Mr. Morgan Davis. Yeah. Blues man extraordinaire. First time we've ever picked together, ain't it?
Absolutely.
It's so good. I can't believe it. I'm just amazed that we even get to do this. And over to my right, one of my favorite songwriters in the whole world, Mr. Jimmy Hanlon, right there.
Yeah, buddy.
And this guy down in the end, boy, I'm used to seeing him behind a console mixing me or taking care of me or been taking care of me for 25 years one way or another. He even cooked the ribs for my wedding. And a hell of a musician, too. And the first night I'm getting to even see him play, it was a rumor for a long time. And yeah, it's beautiful. He does a great job, Mr. Miles Gallagher right there. It's kind of like old home week here for me, plus a special surprise. And I'm going to throw to my good buddy here, Jim Hanlon. What are you going to do for us tonight?
Okay, this song was written after a conversation with my father in Canso. He actually wrote the song. I didn't write it. Anyway, the Bluenose went by off the islands of Canso, and he sat at the kitchen table and told me this story about his love of that style of life and the tall ships. So it's called Wooden Ships and Iron Men. Here, my boy, come sit with me. Quickly now, she's a sight to see. Look out towards the islands, just off to the east. That's a famous schooner's twin, from a day I'd love to live again. She's from the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Men. When I was young so long ago, from this very spot, you know, I used to sit for hours just to view the scene, to see their canvas catch the breeze, those wooden ships that rule the seas. In the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Men. Now every time I see that boat, you know this lump comes in me throat. It's when I know if there's a God, he'll set my one wish free, that heaven holds the special bay, where hundreds like her sail each day, is in the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Men. Was a time when men were strong, the work was hard, their days were long. A time when men were measured by their efforts and not their pay. Those Iron Men now world renowned, they built this province built these towns in the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Man. Come on, my boy, she slipped away to leave me dreaming once again. It's I that owns her, it's I that holds her wheel. I steer her through a dusty sea to that place and time I long to be, to the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Man. Yes, every time I see that boat, you know this lump comes in me throat. That's when I know if there's a God, He'll set my one wish free. Let heaven hold the special bay where hundreds like her sail each day, as in the days of wooden ships, the days of Iron Man, the days of Iron Man.
Boy, Jimmy.
Great.
So Miles.
Okay.
Miles Gallagher.
So I'm
Give us a good old...
Gotta do an
whatever you
old
got.
tune here. My grandmother was the first recording artist of this song, Farewell to Nova Scotia, so I'm gonna give that a ring. Growing up in the lighthouse and having Helen Creighton coming over once in a while to do this stuff was kind of interesting, being a young fella, so we'll give her a shot, see if we can get through it. The sun was setting in the west. The birds are singing on every tree. All nature seemed inclined for rest, but still there was no rest for me. I grieve to leave my native land. I grieve to leave my comrades all, and my parents whom I have held so dear, and that bonny, bonny lass that I do adore. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and drear I be. For when I'm far away on that brawny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me? Drums they do beat and the oars do alarm. The captain calls, I must obey. So farewell, farewell to that Nova Scotia coast, 'cause it's early in the morning and I'm far, far away. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and drear I be. For when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me? Well, I have 3 brothers and they are at rest. Their arms are folded on their chest. But a poor simple sailor just like me must be tossed and driven on the bright blue sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and drear I be. For when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me? Will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me? Will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me?
was a good job.
Oh, boy.
That was a good job.
I love that song. I didn't know your family history.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
my
amazing.
family had a good history.
I'd say. Till you come along, eh? Don't worry, I ruined my family history too. Morgan.
I'm the black.
He's just sitting there waiting on it too. He's just waiting on us.
Well, listen, I am very, very lucky to be included here. I'm the only CFA in the group. So of all the fine native musicians here, I'm really honored to be included. Moved to Nova Scotia over 20 years ago, and I fell in love with the place. I've traveled all over Canada and chose to make this my home. I live in Lunenburg County. And the inspirement for this particular song was when I went to register my motor vehicle, I was shocked to learn that we were only issued one license plate in this province. One license plate. We so poor. We can't afford but one piece of tin, you know. So I kind of turned it into a badge of honor. I flipped it around and wrote this song. And I'm going to dedicate it to Captain Angus Walters, the first captain of the Bluenose, and also Captain Phil Watson, the current captain of the Bluenose, who actually sang on this recording when I made it. So it's called Bluenose on My License Plate. All right. You say you're from Vancouver, way out on the Pacific. I think your scenery is really terrific. You got the mountains and the Lion's Gate. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. I got the Bluenose. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. You from the prairies, they mighty flat. You can see a long ways, I will grant you that. Big skies and wheat fields, I think they're great. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. I got the Bluenose. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. We're lost in the fog, we got the unemployment. That don't stop nobody from getting some enjoyment. Like Huckleberry Finn floating on his raft. Don't wanna shop on Sunday cause we working on our crafts. Working on our crafts, working on our crafts. Woo! You from Toronto, the pace is so fast. Making the money, but the money don't last. All your accomplishments I congratulate. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. I got the Bluenose. I got the Bluenose on my license. Second bridge, the McKay. You may think we're slow, that's an understatement. You gotta take it easy when you're driving broken pavement. Other folks are busy working round the clock. We get our entertainment just from piling up some rocks. Piling up some rocks, the bigger the better. You from Montreal, the food lover's dream. You got the maple syrup and you got the poutine. Smoked meat and bagels, best I ever ate. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. Yeah, I got the Bluenose. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. Here's what I love about the Maritimes. You know about the fishing, you know about the coal mines. I'm talking about the people, and they can hardly wait to say, I got the Bluenose on my license plate. I got the Bluenose. I got the Bluenose on my license plate. Oh, man. Well, all right. Woo!
Oh, yeah. This is fun.
You bet.
Okay, so my turn. So I'll just sing my only wooden boat song, and leave it at that. Just a lad I was of 13 years when my father passed away, and I had to take a job as deckhand on the Molly May. And the time I spent one summer past turned into 50 years, and the sound she made as she broke the waves still rings within my ears. She was passed to me when I was 23. Captain Mills went round the bend. He saw a forerunner on the dock one night, never sailed again. Superstition be damned, I sailed a proud fair maiden of the sea. There was never another like her, and no one for her but me. I saw the time of me in my prime, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of a needle I'd sail her any day. But when I grew older I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. Oh, the years went by and the tales ran high of the catches we brought in. There were times I thought we'd sink her, but her spirit would not give in. Words are spoken, souls are broken, and the bottle shattered mine. I could see that she'd outlived me, I'd not win the war of time. But I saw the days amid double waves, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of a needle I'd sail her any day. When I grew older I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. I was there to see her sail away in the cold December haze. But the Canso boy had never seen the likes of the southeast wind and waves. At the harbor mouth, he drifted south, right into Lighthouse Rock. And he smashed her keel and he laid her low, while I watched there from the dock. I saw the time was me in my prime, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of a needle I'd sail her any day. When I grew older I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. And there'll never be another, the likes of the Molly May. And I wish that I'd gone down, boys, at the wheel of the Molly May.
Bravo.
Yeah. That's a good birthday party for the old girl.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. We enjoyed being here. And I want to thank Morgan Davis again and Mr. Miles Gallagher and Mr. Jim Hanlon.
And Mr. J.P.
Big
Cormier.
hand for J.P. Cormier.
Thank you. We sure hope you enjoyed the show, and it's what a great way to celebrate the birthday of, basically our national emblem, really.
It is.
For me, it is.
Symbol of our pride.
It's on our money, and it's in our hearts.
Yep.
And in my pocket. Good old dime.
Yeah, that's about
So
all I got.
we're gonna close off with something. We weren't really planning on doing this, but we were kind of talking about it before the show and thought, we really should do. It just seems proper to do a Ron Hines song right now.
So much.
So we're gonna do this one here. Miles, take her off.
Well, Sonny lives on a farm in a wide open space. You can kick off your sneakers, you can give up the race. You can lay down your head by the soft river bed. Sonny always remembers the words his mama said.
Sonny carries a load, though he's barely a man. There's not all that to do, still he does what he can. And he watches the sea from a room by the stairs, and the waves keep on rolling. They've done that for years. Oh, Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. And your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. And the night's been so long, and the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired. I'm not all that strong.
Well, it's 100 miles to town. Sonny's never been there. He just goes to the highway and stands there and stares. And the mail comes at 4, and the mailman is old, but he still dreams his dreams full of silver and gold.
Oh, Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. And your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. And the nights get so long, and the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired. I'm not all that strong. Oh, Sonny's dreams can't be real. They're just stories he's read. He's got stars in his eyes, he got dreams in his head, and he's hungry inside for that wild world outside. And I know I can't hold him, though I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. Oh, Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. And your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. And the nights get so long, and the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired. I'm not all that strong. Oh, Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. And the nights get so long, and the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired. I'm not all that strong.
Hello, everyone. As the Minister of Communities, Culture and Heritage and the MLA for Lunenburg, it is such an honor to join you in celebrating the pride of Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, Bluenose, the most famous ship in Canadian history. Bluenose was in a league of its own, both as a racing and fishing vessel. Canadians have carried it in their pocket for decades. It's the image immortalized on the Canadian dime. It connects us all to the sea and the skill, hard work, and teamwork needed to sail through any storm. But really, Bluenose is a symbol of community. It wasn't just shipwrights and sailmakers, but people from the entire community coming together, making all the materials needed to build a world champion schooner. So this centennial, as we celebrate 100 years of Bluenose's reign, we are also celebrating the determination and spirit found in communities across this land. A determination and spirit that stretches back thousands of years here in Mi'kma'ki. As a racing vessel, Bluenose had no equal. Her crews exemplified the tenacity that other schooner crews were measured against. As a fishing vessel, Bluenose could carry 500,000 pounds of fish per trip and brought in some of the largest catches ever recorded by a schooner. So Bluenose also represents the relationship we have to the ocean. Our economy and our environment are tied together forever. The proud spirit of Captain Angus Walters and his crew 100 years ago still echoes in the hearts and minds of the many young Canadians who join Bluenose crew each spring. I wish them and you fair winds and a very happy 100th anniversary. Thank you.